You type a question into ChatGPT, and seconds later it answers, clearly, confidently, almost like a real person. But here's the strange part. It isn't thinking at all. So what is artificial intelligence, really? Everyone is using it, yet almost nobody can actually explain it. By the end of this video, you finally will, starting from zero. And this matters more than you think, because AI is not just chatbots. It already picks your Netflix shows, filters your spam, guides your maps, and unlocks your phone with your face. You trust it every single day without noticing. It flags the fraud on your bank card, finishes your sentences as you type, and decides which emails ever reach you. It's quietly running your life. So it's worth actually understanding what it is, not the movie version, the real one. First, let's clear something up. AI is not a conscious robot. It's not alive, it has no thoughts or feelings, and it is definitely not magic, even when it feels like it. And it's not new, either. The idea of artificial intelligence was born back in the 1950s. For decades it stayed clumsy and weak, barely useful. So why did it suddenly come alive in just the last few years? Hold that question. The answer is the key to everything. Because at its core, AI is something surprisingly simple, a machine that finds patterns inside enormous amounts of information at a scale no human brain ever could. That's really the whole secret. You show the AI a massive pile of examples, and it slowly learns the hidden patterns that connect them all. Think about how a small child learns what a cat is. Nobody hands them a rulebook of whiskers and tails. They just see cats again and again until one day it simply clicks. AI learns the exact same way. Except instead of a handful of cats, it studies millions of examples, picking up patterns far too subtle for any human to notice. You have actually felt this yourself. Your phone's keyboard guessing your next word? That's a tiny, baby version of the very same idea. Because once it has absorbed those patterns, it does basically one thing. The single idea behind almost all modern AI. It predicts what should come next. When you chat with ChatGPT, it is not reasoning like a human. It's predicting the next most likely word, then the next, incredibly fast. Here's the simplest version. If I say the sky is, your brain expects blue. The AI does exactly the same. It has just seen that pattern billions of times. An image generator plays the same game, but with pixels. From millions of pictures, it learned what a sunset or a dog tends to look like and predicts it into being. Even AI video works this way. It predicts how one frame should flow into the next, painting motion the same way it once painted words. And when Netflix or YouTube seem to read your mind, that's prediction too. Patterns from millions of people who watch the same things you just did. That's the big reveal. Behind chatbots, images, video, and recommendations sits the same simple idea. Learn the patterns, then predict what comes next. This learning process has a name: training. You feed the AI mountains of data and let it practice predicting over and over until it gets scarily good. Inside, it uses something loosely inspired by the brain, a neural network, layers of tiny connected units that strengthen as they learn. We'll go deep on these soon. So back to our question, why now? Two things finally lined up. The internet gave us oceans of data, and computer chips became powerful enough to learn from it. And the scale is almost unimaginable. The biggest AI models have studied a huge slice of nearly everything humans have ever written online. And that is exactly why it feels so human when it talks. It learned from us, our books, our conversations, our writing. It's reflecting humanity back at you. But there's a flip side. AI is only as good as the data it learns from. Feed it our mistakes and biases, and it quietly learns those too. And now the part most people completely miss. The one idea that changes how you should think about every AI you use. The AI doesn't actually understand anything. When ChatGPT writes, "I'm happy to help," it feels nothing at all. There is no meaning behind the words, only patterns. Underneath the human-sounding words, it is pure mathematics. Numbers predicting other numbers, billions of times every single second. And this finally explains AI's biggest flaw. Because it is predicting, not understanding, it can sound totally confident and still be completely, embarrassingly wrong. It can invent a fake fact, a fake quote, even a fake source, and present it with the same confidence as the truth. That's a pattern, not a lie. It just doesn't know the difference. So let's kill 3 myths fast. AI is not conscious. AI is not always right. And AI does not think the way you do. It only looks that way from the outside. And there's a lot it still can't do. It has no real common sense, no true understanding of the world, and no idea what is actually true. It only knows what's likely. So think of AI as a tool, not a being. An incredibly powerful pattern engine, but one that still needs a human in the driver's seat to aim it and check it. It's also far narrower than the movies suggest. Today's AI is brilliant at the one thing it was trained on, but it is not a single, all-knowing mind. Not yet. And yet, this simple idea is reshaping the world because patterns are everywhere. In language, in images, in music, in code, even in the data hidden inside diseases. And it does this at superhuman speed. A modern AI can read more in a single day than you could in many lifetimes, and never gets tired. So strip away all the hype, and here is what AI really is. Pattern prediction at an enormous scale. Not a mind, not magic, but genuinely, world-changingly powerful. And understanding this actually helps you. Knowing it predicts rather than knows, you'll use it far better, and you won't get fooled when it sounds sure but isn't. Because once you see AI this way, as a brilliant pattern predictor, not a thinking being, it stops feeling scary or mysterious and starts making real sense. And you now understand something most people who use AI every single day still can't explain. That is the first real step from zero toward hero. But this raises the real question. How does AI actually learn those patterns in the first place? That's exactly where we go next. Subscribe, and let's keep going, from zero to hero, together.